Hello, the kingdom of heaven has come near to you. Jesus Christ is the name that I come in. Repent and follow me is still the same message. Words are chosen wisely. Otherwise, Tyler Hansen, the fittest flat earther, has a podcast on Spotify. I recommend it. So far, there has been 2 episodes. The second episode was awesome. I support Tyler in all of his videos. He has exposed what has been hidden, and in his last podcast video, he mentioned that he believed that he was the only one doing it. And so, even though I didn't know about the exposure before watching his videos, I have contributed and made my own videos you can see on YouTube. I have not gained as much popularity as his, so he might not know that I've been doing such. Otherwise, he has responded to and replied to my comments. I sure hope he's real. I think he's real. I understand that any video could potentially be fake. I am hopeful that I'm not fooled. His videos have been expressing that we have been fooled, and that is important to know the truth. However, other videos and podcasts have also kind of taken a similar stance. Nevertheless, he's shown evidence and proof, just facial recognition and matching of scars on people's face, on entities' faces, because it seems like those who have been hiding are not really people. It's delicate how I expose for a reason. Otherwise, yeah, I'm totally part of the exposing crew. Jesus Christ is the name that I come in. I've been aiming to tell everybody who's willing to listen about Jesus Christ as it's written in the New Testament of the Holy Bible and as it's meant to be perceived. For it seems that many and most churches and all religious institutions don't typically view or perceive the word of the Father in heaven as he means it to be. So I have been persecuted for righteousness' sake at a lot of churches, kind of like Jesus was mistreated unjustly by a lot of religious leaders. So for years, I've been on a spiritual truth path, trying to find people or a person who can listen. And that's why I've also done these YouTube videos, to preach the gospel, to try to gather sheep. And such a word is used in a good way, because you don't want to be a goat. You want to be a sheep, and you want to get to my right, is what I recommend. Just as Jesus Christ has used words as it is written, I use the same ones, and I don't just repeat it. I make sure it's coming from the heart. And that's why the kingdom of heaven has come near to you, and has come nigh unto you, and is at hand. And that's why everybody should listen to me, because I have to share what is good. To tie that into the most recent exposure of what has been hidden, it's just been a similar part of the same journey. So I think it may have been in November of 2025. Right now it's April 2026. So maybe about 6 months ago, it seems that I found Tyler Hansen's videos on YouTube, The Fittest Flat Earther, because it seemed like the Charlie Kirk assassination event in Utah Provo, at a college campus, seems like skeptical because, ironically enough, the entity that has been playing the character of Candace Owens was talking about how Charlie Kirk's security at that event was kind of not necessarily doing what they really should have been doing. It seemed skeptical. It also seemed like one of Charlie Kirk's friends put his phone to his head and turned around just casually after the shot. So it was just kind of like, what is going on? So after crying for weeks, oh, I rebuke you, Spencer Cox, the entity that has played the role of Charlie Kirk. But I used to support such name of the entity. I didn't know it was an entity in that way that used to visit college campuses. I even looked to try to see if such a name was going to be visiting in Utah months ago, and nothing was on the website. So when I found out that he was shot in Utah, I was like, that's awful and traumatic. And how come I didn't even know he was in the same state that I'm in? So that was upsetting. But Candace Owens, the name, and such a podcast was like, oh, the Charlie Kirk assassination, it seems like there's more to it than we are told. So I started searching, and I started just looking for anything on everything on YouTube, and I came across some conspiracy theories of lizard people and reptiles or reptilian folks like shapeshifters to portray as humans. And then I came across Tyler Hansen, the PE teacher. Bro's on point. I love it. I don't feel like I'm being fooled. So yeah, I'm a peaceful warrior. I'm in the fight, the good fight. Spiritually, I'm right by Tyler's side. I'm right by Jesus Christ's side. I got no problem speaking on his name. The exposure, all politicians, mostly all athletes, mostly all musicians, and seemingly all actors in Hollywood. Don't be deceived by them. Don't idol them. Don't worship them. Worship and idol Jesus Christ, but don't even use those words. Serve him.